We appreciate you tuning in today at Stock Car Facts. Recently, we caught up with NASCAR Cup star Todd Gilliland, driver of the number 38 Front Row Motorsports Ford. We discussed his season to date, realistic goals, and what his future expectations are for his career. Let's listen in. Thanks. Thanks for tuning in today for another new and exciting episode from Stock Car Facts, which we try to post every Tuesday at about noon. Or you can watch some of our previous episodes. Here at Stock Car Facts, we would really love to recreate the race day sights, smells, and sounds that we first experienced for ourselves in 1974 at Michigan International Speedway. But unfortunately, that's not possible here. However, we can do the next best thing in that we can share with you what happened at these events, and we can talk to those people who created those memories. Or, those facts. So we'd appreciate it if you sit back and relax and enjoy this latest episode today of Stock Car Facts with me, your host, Kevin Schwarze. Oh, and by the way, later, you'll have a chance to comment on this content. And, if you haven't already, please hit the like button as well as the follow bell to be notified of brand new shows right here. And we'd appreciate it if you'd share this on all of your social media platforms. Thank you. So is that your win at Toledo? And before that, you won, Xfinity, K&N East, K&N West. You had like 4 wins in a row, and you were like the hottest thing out there. That's almost, was that like 10 years ago now?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's the first part of my question. I got a second part.
yeah, that's definitely a crazy part.
Second part of that is you go from that, you're like, you're the hottest thing out there. And what do you stay to do motivated from that big high, to now, the way you're running now? You know where I'm going with that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's one thing that isn't talked about a whole lot. And, really, right, the group of drivers that have made it to the Cup Series and have done it for multiple years, I feel like at some point or another they are all winning so many races, and we're always going to be the next hyped up guy, right? So it is hard because, like you said, once you get to this level, even if you do really well, right? What's really well? 1 or 2 wins a year? Like, that's
right.
Still way different than what everybody's grown up doing. And so, yeah, it's tough. I think you just have to have a good support system, really. Like, my family, I'm very lucky that they've been around racing, been through a lot of good times and also very, tough times, right? My dad raced in the Cup Series.
And grandfather, yeah.
Yep, and, honestly didn't have great runs at times. So, yeah, that's how it goes, right? It's ups and downs of the sport, but definitely, I think initially it's hard for younger guys to kind of accept that. But the biggest thing is you just have to keep your head down and stay focused throughout all of it.
Shaquille O'Neal said once that it doesn't. They talked about Phil Jackson. They were talking about, well, he's a great coach. He said it doesn't matter. You get any player, and Phil Jackson's going to make them winners, which is not true. So that goes back to, I would say, equipment.
Yeah. No, I think, we've been talking about this a lot recently, me and my friends, right, as everyone's trying to do their own thing and figure out who the right fit is for a crew chief, and really it's all throughout the team. So I feel like in NASCAR especially, right, I could see in NFL, NBA, right, those guys are going to go out there and there's a lot of stuff, right? Can they make it in the basket? Can they shoot 3-pointers? All this stuff. And eventually, right, even if you have, bad coaching or whatnot, like, I feel like guys will figure out a way to get it done. Where in this, right, it is such a 50-50 relationship, I feel like, with driver, equipment, team.
And it's a fine line, too.
Absolutely. So it's all about, really surrounding yourself with the right people.
Well, you ran ARCA. You saw how it was over there. You're talking disparity, and from the front to the back. So that kind of lends itself again to that question about equipment. And I'm not trying to bait you, but I did hear you say that you guys are near the bottom of the board right now. What can you guys do to get better?
Yeah, no, the good thing about the next gen cars, it's all so close, but like you said, going through ARCA and stuff, and a lot of times the best drivers end up in cars that are far superior, right? I feel like I was the same way, and it makes it seem like it's such a big gap, right, to everybody else when you have a good car and a good driver in a lower type series. So yeah, as far as today in the Cup Series, you have to hit everything perfectly. We definitely didn't today, but definitely we've been pretty good about getting better overnight. So I feel fairly confident still.
But people come from the back and won races. I mean, is that a realistic goal for you guys as race winners, or top 5s, top 10s?
I think we've been trying to keep our expectations really around, top 15, top 10, around there. Recently our cars have been really fast. We've been able to race around there, and I feel like once you get to that point, you can, try some different pit strategy, and that's when you kind of start to luck into a win, right? I don't know that we're going to go on sheer speed at this point yet and just dominate a race, but we're definitely getting a lot closer.
2025, what's that looking like?
Yeah, I'm excited. We're going to be 3 cars and a lot of work. It's fun, and I think it can be such a huge advantage for us to have another extra data point, but at the same time, we have to do it right. We have to, staff up, get all the right people in the right places.
Sponsorship, looking good, fully funded so far?
Yeah, it's always a balance for us, right? We try and sell all the races for as much as possible, and yeah, I'm sure there's always some open races. So we're definitely working to get it filled better and better each year.
Are you feeling pressure?
There's always pressure.
Always pressure.
I get nervous. I'm about shaking every time we go out to qualify every single week, and
shows you care though.
Absolutely, yeah. That's the biggest thing, right? We've been doing this. I've been doing this my whole life, and this is a level I wanted to be at, but not necessarily competition-wise that I want to be contending for each and every race win. So don't take that lightly. I'm very excited about the progress we've made, and definitely care a lot. So it still makes me nervous and excited at the same time.
Is it what you thought it would be? This level?
Yeah, absolutely. It's
come on.
No, it is, man. It's,
pressure wise, expectations wise.
Yeah, I'd say on this side of it too, I'm very lucky that I feel like I had a basic understanding of it, but doing it yourself, man. Going strapping in for my first Daytona 500, I think that one just, takes the cake. Like that's everything you expect and more, right? Like you're there all week. The place is just absolutely packed. And there's just so many people. The energy's so high. So I would say just after my very first race, 500, I feel like I could have been done and feel like I lived everything. But it feels like it keeps getting better somehow.
Is it still fun?
It is fun. It's challenging, but it's like building all the right pieces together, and it's fun and very challenging. I think you have to still have some fun, right? It'd be a lot more fun if we were winning every race, but the challenging part is going to make us appreciate it a lot more.
Are you guys goal setters? And if you are, what's the short-term goals and the long-term goals?
Yeah, I think we're definitely goal setters. My crew chief is definitely big into that. But I think we have realistic expectations, right? I think going into this year, I've said we need to finish top 25 in points, and currently we're ahead of schedule for that a little bit, but still a lot of races left. So yeah, for me, that was our main goal, and to me, points is kind of the whole completion of the season, and that was definitely a lofty goal from last year, it seemed like, but we've definitely stepped up to the plate a little bit.
So what do you see yourself doing? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Yeah, I still hope to be around, that's for sure. I think
because your teammate Michael McDowell, he was a starting Parker for years, and now he's a perennial front runner. He's got what, 3 Cup wins now, or 2 or 3, and the biggest tracks in the world. There's still opportunities there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Michael's a really good point of what you can be if you just keep grinding it out, right? And especially to me, I feel like the next gen car too, like having experience in it is going to pay off, in the long run, and definitely in open seats, I think you're the first one to be looked at. So. Just gotta stick around and keep doing well. I'm very happy where I'm at now, but we say keep stepping it up and win some races.
I talked to Dave Marcus a couple months ago, had him on my YouTube show, and he said that if he could have afforded a next gen car, he said it probably would have been it probably would have done him better. Do you feel that the next gen car is that quote unquote great equalizer?
It's definitely helped our team. As a smaller team, it's brought us much closer to the field, and it's very hard to argue that the whole field is way tighter than it's ever been. Every qualifying session, every practice, it feels like it's just getting closer and closer. So for us, that's kind of why the seat opened up and everything kind of came together. But it was really the perfect time to get into the sport.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you Boy, what a big word. Except when you compare it to what you folks have done for this channel, to me, it pales in comparison. A like, a comment, a share, a subscription, even sending a few bucks. Trust me, we won't let you down. We really appreciate you reaching out and helping this channel. Thanks for watching. Motorsports is considered a big family, and if we're not sharing the little secrets that we find out, especially about great deals, it's not much of a family, is it? Well, hang on for the best deal in motorsports, the Michigan Auto Racing Fan Club. The membership is available for a one-time cost per year of $20 for a single person and $25 for a couple or family. That membership includes 2 adults and all children in the household up to the age of 15 living there with mom and dad. Membership also includes free entry into racetracks throughout the state of Michigan on designated fan club nights. There were 23 tracks in 2024. You also get a monthly email newsletter, access to off-season meetings held around the state, and so much more. Sign up at marfc, that's marfc.org/enroll. That membership will be good for all of 2025. Sign up now. As always, we appreciate your likes, your views, your comments, your shares, and hitting that notification bell here at Stock Car Facts. Next week, we have something a little different. We're going to look back on the 1974 Yankee 400 at Michigan International Speedway, but with a unique little twist. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on Wednesday because of the holiday, and not Tuesday.